Yellowstone National Park in winter. Wildlife, geysers, and tips for visiting. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Where Wendy Travels. Today we're in Yellowstone National Park. It's definitely a magical place to visit, and in winter, it transforms into an incredible snowy wonderland. From wildlife like bison and coyotes to iconic geysers and stunning waterfalls, there's so much to explore in this quieter, off-season experience. In today's video, we'll break down everything you need to know about visiting Yellowstone in winter, including wildlife behavior, park rules, and fun facts. Stick around for tips on navigating the park and when facilities reopen for spring. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about your favorite national park experience. And subscribe because we are going to all the national parks, my friends. May not make it in one year, but yes, I'm going to be covering them. So, Yellowstone is actually open year-round, but in winter, the only park entrance accessible to cars is the north entrance in Gardner, Montana, leading to Mammoth Hot Springs. Most other entrances and roads are closed to regular vehicles, with snowmobiles or snow coaches required to be used to access the rest of the park. This gives you a truly unique way to explore Yellowstone's quieter and more serene landscapes. So again, the north entrance is open year-round. Yellowstone is home to the largest free-roaming bison herd in the United States, with around 5,900 bison recorded in 2023. Numbers still coming for 24 and the start here of 25. Winter is challenging time for the bison, but they're incredibly adapted to the harsh conditions. You'll often see bison using their massive heads to sweep snow away from grasses beneath, which is their primary winter food source. Statistics and behavior: around 5,000 to 6,000 bison in Yellowstone each year. Their thick fur and low metabolic rates help them survive sub-zero temperatures. They also form small herds for protection, but tend to spread out more in the summer. Bison have lived in Yellowstone for thousands of years, surviving both natural predators like wolves and human threats, including near extinction in the late 19th century. Conservation efforts in the park have helped restore their population. Did you know that bison can run up to 35 miles per hour, even in deep snow? So keep your distance at least, and I see at least, 25 yards away. Yellowstone's coyotes, which we'll see soon, are fascinating animals, perfectly adapted to survive the cold winters. The park has around 300 to 400 coyotes, and I think I was blessed to see 4 or 5 on this trip alone, which was way more than normal. I'm so blessed. It seems like I see more animals in the winter. And the coyotes are often spotted hunting for small mammals like voles or scavenging from wolf kills. Coyotes are highly social, often seen in pairs or small packs during the winter, known for their unique hunting technique called mousing. As we'll see one of the coyotes doing, they turn their head from one side to the other. I didn't get to see them leap high into the air to pounce their prey under the snow, but you could tell they were listening. You'll see it. Coyotes have always been a part of Yellowstone's ecosystem, thriving even during predator control programs in the early 1900s that wiped out all of the wolves in the area. Today, they coexist with reintroduced wolf populations. And I will tell you, Yellowstone's winter landscapes are breathtaking. The bison that we're seeing, and yes, my friends, they're bison. Buffalo are similar, but have much smaller heads like cows. So everything you actually see in the United States are the larger bison. They are the full size bison, which get to be very huge. Some standing over 6 foot tall, 11 feet long. Just amazing, amazing creatures. Yellowstone also has a lot of waterfalls, which we're going to have a few coming up in the video. I just can't get enough of the bison, though. You'll see the bison along the lower falls, which are partially frozen. The ice creates incredible formations. The bison walking are just amazing. Look at how the water, the steam dramatically contrast against the snow. The steam is so incredible. There are falls in the Yellowstone. The lower falls are about 308 feet tall, one of the most photographed spots in winter. Old Faithful, you can count on it about every 90 minutes, even in the coldest temperatures. Now, again, it's not on a timer. It is all natural. So it could erupt at 70 minutes. It could erupt at 2 hours. But it's generally within that 5-minute range of the 90 minutes for the last a year or so. Warning about wildlife safety. You definitely want to keep your distance away from animals in the park. They are all wild. And winter may feel peaceful, but wildlife rules are just as important. Always stay at least 25 yards away from bison and elk, and 100 yards away from wolves and bears. The bison and elk, they don't want to eat you, but they will plow you down. They will stab you. They are huge, huge wild creatures. The wolves and bears, they may just decide your dinner, okay? So never approach animals, even if they seem calm or are on the road. They are wild animals. And when you're driving, here's my little coyote. I love him. When you're driving in Yellowstone during winter, it does require snow tires or chains. So stick to the designated roads, follow speed limits to avoid accidents with wildlife crossing the road. The speed limits are there to protect the animals. If they run out, you will not be able to stop if you're going above the speed limit. So please, please, please. Obey all the rules and never go through a gated road. The gated roads are strictly marked. They're strictly for the snowmobiles. They're strictly for the snowmobiles and the big-wheeled vehicles owned by the park. Winter is a great time for wildlife spotting. You might see elk grazing near Mammoth Hot Springs, which we did. Bald eagles perched on tree branches. We only saw them flying too far up to really get a good picture. And the red fox would definitely stand out in the snow. So if you're lucky, you might even spot a wolf. They're most popular in Lamar Valley, known as Yellowstone Serengeti. Guided tours like wolf watching trips, snowcoach tours, and snowmobile adventures offer safe and unique ways to see the park and learn from experts. I highly recommend, if you like taking pictures at all, do take their photography tour. Even if you're not into photography that much, we saw more animals on the photography tour than we did anywhere else. So I highly recommend it. Very, very knowledgeable, very skilled guides. And they can do wonders with a regular cell phone. Most Yellowstone lodges, including Old Faithful Snow Lodge, are open during winter but close before or in early March to prepare for the spring. Snow is typically cleared from park roads starting late March, but it really depends on the weather conditions. Winter lodges are open mid-December to early March, and road snow removal usually starts in late March, early April, so it may be mid-April before you can really drive your vehicle throughout the entire park that you can during the summer. Did you know Yellowstone covers over 2.2 million acres? It's larger than Rhode Island and Delaware combined. Amazing. And did you know it actually sits on a supervolcano, which is responsible for over 60% of the world's geysers? Every visit is a chance to explore something incredible. And I will tell you, all the times I have come here to Yellowstone, I have experienced a completely different event. So absolutely stunning. Well worth your time. And whether you're here for the wildlife, the geysers, or just the quiet beauty of winter, Yellowstone is definitely a bucket list destination year-round. The park during the summer is not the park during the winter. The park during the winter is not the park in the spring. If you can visit, put it on your bucket list for every season of the year. And I highly recommend the snow coaches. Come when snow is here. It is magical. You may have to have extra warm gear, but it makes sense. It's breathtaking. It's amazing. And again, this geyser goes off every 90 minutes. Don't miss the waterfalls. They say they're a hike. Be prepared in winter, in summer. Take a water bottle with you. Have it in your pocket. Always have a snack with you. And feel free to sit down on the park benches. Feel free to hang out in your car and have a little picnic in the car. Have some time out in the car. And get yourself to a warm location and spend some time inside one of the lodges at the fireplace. The fireplace is there. The lodging is comfortable. There's restaurants inside of the lodges. The food is very good, very interesting. I was well improved, and I had to slow motion this. It was just so magnificent. But I was really surprised that the food here is magnificent. I even had a mushroom meal that was probably the best mushrooms I've ever had in my life. So yes. I recommend when you travel, experience the food, experience the culture, experience the drink, soak in the sights, be in the moment, get yourself to a destination, and just stand there without the camera, without any thought for 10 minutes. Just give yourself that 10 minutes to soak it all in, hear it, feel it with all of your senses. And in winter, you're going to feel the cold as well. And that is maybe more amazing to me than the heat. So remember, enjoy yourself, plan your visit. When you're coming, I would recommend probably at least 3 nights in the park. But if you're going to stay near the park, that is great too. But really a minimum of 3 nights. I know they say you can see everything in 3 days, but you can't, my friends. It takes 2.5 hours strictly to drive the loop if you're not stopping. And I was stopping every single place I could find a parking spot. So again, give yourself time to just enjoy the park. And when you see something once, you will want to go back and see it twice. But there is so much here to see and do and eat and experience. And yes, you need those breaks. They're vital to keep you warm and keep you happy and let you digest what you've seen for the day. But so ideally, I would say you need 3 nights inside of the park and at least 1 night on the outside of the park on either side of your stay. So that's 5 days plus whatever time you need to travel. So really, look at this absolutely gorgeous, incredible animal. So I would say really Yellowstone is a 5 to 7 day vacation that is going to give you memories for a lifetime, an absolute lifetime. And this guy may look so gorgeous, you want to pet him, you want to touch him. He may be right there on the side of the road, but my friends, keep those windows up. Let them be wild. Let them be the natural, wonderful creature that they are. Obey all the signs. Enjoy the trees full of snow, full of fun. Enjoy the bison. The bison with the shorter the horns that are curved is a female. The males tend to have longer horns that aren't as curved. And the water, everywhere you see water, is a magical experience during summer and spring. But you look at it here with the winter, with the ice, with the snow, it is definitely spectacular in and of its own. So take your time to see it. And please, please, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And again, tell me if you've been to Yellowstone. Tell me what parks you've been to. Tell me where you'd like to go. And I hope that you have enjoyed my breathtaking experience here in Yellowstone and that you will make it to Yellowstone. Put it on your bucket list. It is a national treasure, well worth your visit. And if you're not from the United States, please, 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 my friends, plan on spending 7 days just enjoying Yellowstone and what it has to offer. It is some of the world's most magnificent geysers, beautiful waterfalls, animals like you may not experience in other locations. And no matter what season, it's glorious. And I will try and get back here in the spring or summer, and we will get you a new video on Yellowstone. So keep your eyes out, hit subscribe, give me a comment, give me your thoughts, your suggestions, and I will leave you looking at this incredible place. Oh, bring 2 pair of shoes. I don't care what season you're going to, especially in winter, 2 pair of shoes. One of them needs to be waterproof snow boots. And I would recommend getting those. You can rent them in the park. So you can rent bear spray. You can rent the cleats to go on the bottom of the shoes. You can rent just about everything and anything here inside of the park. But I did wear those metal grippers when I went on some of the boardwalks here in the snow. It was... It had warmed up and gotten cold again. So you never know when there's going to be ice under your feet. So just be safe. Snowsuits are wonderful. When you're not wearing your suit during the rest of the year, you can put them in those vacuum sealed bags, those squishable bags, get all the air out. They'll shrink to a fraction of the size and you can plop them back in your suitcase. Magnificent. And don't forget, experience everything. Eat here, stay here, sit in front of the fireplace. Just enjoy these creatures from the safety of your own car. Stay the distance away from them. Again, you're looking at staying over, 100 yards for the bear and the wolves. I might recommend a little more than that. And, of course, at least 25 yards away for the bison. If they raise their tails, my friends, get your butt to safety. I love this park. I hope you do too. Put it on your bucket list, and we will see you again real soon, my friends. Stay safe, keep warm, and keep enjoying the outdoors and traveling. Have a great day.